That's right, and we are enjoying ourselves in some warm weather. Feel sorry for you guys in the Midwest, Eastern Seaboard, upper northern Eastern Seaboard. You guys are all the way down from New York, Philly, down across the country to the west, southwest, all the way to Kansas. It's a big wipeout out here. So I'll try to bring you guys some warmth here from Savannah, Georgia. Hey Ashley, you're first to bat. What's going on? Princess Diane is with us. How you doing? Doris, Andrea, Elaine, Bobby, Nancy, Cindy, Red-Headed Tsunami's back. Here they come. Hey D, what's going on? D, I'm sorry I couldn't see you there. Passing through. I'm on the move. I'm constantly moving fast. I'm in a day and then I'm gone. In fact, I'm not even here for a day. But actually, I'm going to stay here till tomorrow morning. I'm in Savannah, Georgia. And yes, I did Bonaventure Cemetery. One of my favorite cemeteries. But boy, it's kind of a touristy place. There are a lot of people in there. I was kind of glad to get out of there. Nothing against Bonaventure. It's a beautiful place, but it's just a lot of action going on in there. And I like to be alone or with my friends. Hey, Rhett is here from Ready. Are you OKC? How's OKC? I think you're catching some of that bad weather, hopefully not so much snow. But I guess Chicago's getting whacked right now. So I hope everybody in Chicago's doing okay. Skip school, skip work, just stay home. You have Zoom, you can do it. Hey Karen, thanks for the $2. She loves our channel. Well, we're having a good time. We're in Savannah, Georgia. I just got finished doing a shoot at Bonaventure Cemetery. Very beautiful. And I also did go downtown and the old Colonial Park, I think it's called Colonial Park Cemetery. And we visited the grave of some famous patriots. So we've got some good history going here in Savannah. All right, we got 177 people here. I'm at a cemetery. I'm going to tell you where I'm at because we're going to look at a couple famous graves. It's called Laurel Grove. Laurel Grove is the option. If you were here in Savannah, I would go to Laurel Grove. I would see Bonaventure, but this is where I'd really hang out. I mean, Bonaventure is probably prettier, but there are some really famous people here, and nobody's here. Very few people are here. I like that. So we're going to take a walk and look for a couple of famous people and see some really cool graves. How does that sound? Like I said, for those of you that came on late, I'm in Savannah, Georgia. The weather here is about upper 50s, like 60 degrees. It's absolutely gorgeous. $10 from Canada, Joanne, thank you. I want to give a shout out to our new moderator, Sharon. Welcome aboard, Sharon. Everybody welcome Sharon. She's in the group now with the gang, and it's really fun. So everybody welcome Sharon. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, I wanted to tell you something really quick. Somebody just sent some more money. Linda Ball, $5. Thanks, Linda. Another word, not that we're going to get on this subject, but another word back from my grandpa used to say was by Jiminy. Now, isn't that the by Jiminy? Not that we want to get on this whole conversation, but I just had to, I heard it yesterday. And isn't that the grasshopper in Pinocchio? Didn't he say by Jiminy? One of those Disney characters. But anyway, my grandpa used to go by Jiminy. So I thought I'd throw that in there. What else did I want to tell you guys? Okay, we got the Q&A. I put the little Q&A thing out there yesterday. Actually, that was Kimberly's idea. I like that. So let's try that. You guys come up with questions on that post, and then we'll pick out a few of those and I'll answer those. So it's really feel bad for you guys in the Midwest, in the South, in the Mid-Southwest, the whole Midwest, all the way up to the East, to New York, Philly, down, and everything in between. I guess you guys are really getting slammed. So I'll try and bring you some warmth, some warmth here from Savannah, Georgia, because it is absolutely gorgeous here. We're supposed to get rain, I think, starting day after tomorrow for this weekend, and believe me, I can use a break. I've been going 2 to 3 episodes a day. I think I've got 14 or 15 episodes done now. And I could use some time to catch up, edit, and just sit in a hotel room with a bunch of pillows and sit on my laptop. And okay, enough with all that. Let's take a look around here. Enough of me blabbing and looking. Let's give you guys a little view of what's happening here at Laurel Grove Cemetery. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Some kind of maybe. Oh, all the sirens are going off. It must be the standard air raid, or we're gonna get bombed. So Julia McLeod, chapter of the King's Daughters Nursery Home. Feed my lambs. Well, we're gonna have to listen to these sirens for a little bit. Hope you can handle that. They go off at noon in Georgia. Interesting. Up by us, they go I think it's every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Look at the Spanish moss. It really gives an eerie feeling, doesn't it, to the cemetery? Hey, there's Whittdocs. Ah, you're funny. I don't think so. Far from it. Oh man, it's great. We got Rhett and Whittdocs, my 2 favorite guys. Hope the picture's okay. I only got 2 bars here, but we're gonna see some amazing stuff here at Laurel Grove. Like I was saying, I was at Bonaventure. I just shot 2 graves there that I really was intrigued with. We'll get back there, but I spent more time in the Colonial Park Cemetery, and his name is Major General Nathaniel Greene, George Washington's buddy. So I did an episode on him, a very cool story. They found his coffin. I'm told the whole story. Reburied him under the big monument. All right, so those of you that are here early get a little reward. And if you've just sent money, thank you. I didn't see that last one come in, I don't think. And yeah, we're just gonna have to put up with some buffering because I only have 2 bars here. If it gets really bad, let me know. So this is the grave of Juliette Lowe. You guys know who she is? Juliette. By the way, go on Google right now and look at Juliette Lowe, L-O-W, and you will see a picture of, it's like Gone with the Wind, a picture of her, a painting, a portrait painting, and it's just stunning. She's beautiful, of course, but all right, we will enter. And this is her grave right here, this cradle grave. Kind of a cradle grave. No, not a cradle. I guess you can't call this a cradle because you need the foot part. But so this is actually the cemetery where everyone was reburied in the mid-1800s after Colonial Park. That was the original one. But this is Juliette Lowe. Take a look at the inscription here. Wife of William M. Lowe, daughter of William W. and Eleanor Kinsey, it looks like, Kinsey something. And then we've got the dates, looks like 1860 to 1927. So who is she? Well, she's the founder of the Girl Scouts, as many of you probably already know. And I see that you people are putting that in the chat. Very good. Our crowd is very knowledgeable on this stuff. Isn't that beautiful? So there are some, let's take a look at this family plot. There's some really cool tombs in here. Look at that. Thank you, Fireboy. I will, man. We are having a time of our life. Just seeing, part of this is doing these trips at seeing the country. I've been to Georgia before. Gosh, I used to come when I was younger with a group of guys, business, golfing. Lake Onakee or Onakee, I can't remember the name of the lake, Reynolds Plantation. Near Augusta. I did get to Augusta. We did something east of Augusta. Let's see what we got here. Hey Jennifer, what's up? I wish VA would Old Southern, but not bore you. I'm not sure what you mean there. Sorry. So let's see. Is Sharon weighing in? Come on, Sharon. Let's hear from you. Sharon, our moderator. Maybe you chatted something. I don't know. So look at this. 2 little children here, guys. So this is the girl. This is the family of the woman who founded the Girl Scouts. How cool is that? It says, sleep, and at break of day I will come to thee again. Oh man, don't you love those old sayings? But the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned unto him into the ark. Look at this guy right in the middle. Is that her husband? And we have the Masons, compass, and the, let's see here. This is William Washington Gordon. I'm not sure what the relation is. Oh, Deb, so you've been through her home here? And it says, by the way, founder of the Girl Scouts. I'll show you real quick here. It's very quiet here at Laurel Grove. Everybody's over at Bonaventure. That's why I wanted to come here. This is so peaceful here. And I think way, way underrated. I was talking to a guy I met, the concierge of where I'm staying, and he does tours, and he's like, yeah, I can't believe that they don't take people to Laurel Grove more. So much cool stuff here. This tablet is erected by her orphan nieces and nephew, to whom she eternally devoted the last 19 years of her life. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Well, I definitely wanted to make this stop to see. There's another interesting one. Is the picture okay? I was in the Boy Scouts. I should say I was in the Cub Scouts, little Cubbies. And we had all kinds of projects that we made to get our patches. But the most memorable time for me in the little Cub Scouts, speaking of the Scouts, was it was Halloween, and we had this thing where we were at one of the houses, the parents, and they made this, like, we had to make all this stuff for like a spook house tour. I mean, it was, hold on, I'm trying to close this one-handed. I'm gonna have to put the camera down, hold on. I don't want to leave this open. There we go. Leave things better than the way you found them, I always say. And one of the things, it was like you'd have to walk in the dark, blind, and it was all about feeling things. And it was kind of like spiders, we used spaghetti. But the one I remember was like a bowl of eyeballs. And you would feel with the hands, and they used grapes, big grapes. And I remember it was dark and I had my hands in the grapes, and I was thinking of eyeballs. And I was thinking, these are real eyeballs. I was like 9 years old, I think. Freaked me out. Turn the lights on. Welcome to Savannah, thank you. Bringing you guys a little warmth to the rest of the country that's getting pummeled right now. I'm really sorry. I'm not suffering with you. Maybe not. But hopefully you're in wherever your house or apartment or place is, and you are watching the snow out the window and watching this live, feeling a little warmth. Look at this. Wrought iron works everywhere here. All of these family plots, as we just wander. Yeah, I did. I went to the Riverwalk, but I didn't really hit the bars. But it is part of, a little bit of the Riverwalk is part of my episode here. We're probably about 3 weeks. Hey, Pia, $50 from Denmark. Thank you. Very nice. So I've got that. My episode here is the cemetery, the old cemetery downtown, and then I went to Bonaventure. Not including this cemetery because we're doing it live. But actually, if I were to do a bigger episode, I'm going to come back here first. This is way underrated place. It's pretty big, and there's a lot to see here. Let's check out this mausoleum. Yeah, the metal, the raw, I shouldn't say cast iron, it's a wrought iron. Rhett, it is amazing. I'll show you a really good example right up here. Just walking along here. Look at this work, you guys. This is some serious metal work. Look at that. Even the top, this is all metal. I see a name in there, it says Claudette. I thought it said Claudette. I was thinking of Claudette Colbert. Remember her? For me, when I see Claudette Colbert, she's like the epitome of the golden age. Hollywood, right? Yeah, it does have nice curves to it. Here's a big old mausoleum. Sacred to the memory of our beloved parents, Francis and Matilda Sorel. In the year of our Lord, 1870. Old stuff, guys. It's a lot of, yeah, that other cemetery, Colonial Park, has a lot of patriots, and I find that really, oh, here's some really good, another cool gate. If I see a cool gate, we'll check it out. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. After all these years, look how that holds up. Yeah, there's train tracks nearby. There seems to be trains wherever I go. Oh, look at this. This is kind of interesting. How old are these trees, huh? Very old. Hundreds of years old, many of these trees. When I see the Spanish moss, it reminds me of like the movie The Sleepy Hollow. I could not imagine coming here at night. Not that we come to cemeteries at night, right? Maybe when we were kids, some of us. But it's kind of haunting. It's actually very haunting. Let's take a look at this. Mausoleum. These mausoleums are pretty much all closed up. Here's more of the wrought iron work. Look at this. Wow, look at the detailing on this. Somebody's parked here. I don't know who they are, but we'll try not to disturb them. Looks like we can go in here. William S. Lawton and Elizabeth Jones Lawton. He was 1824 to 93, and Elizabeth looks like 34 to 99, 1899. Their children shall arise up and call them blessed. And there's the door in. And like the kid that stuck his finger in the dike, Ron has to stick his finger in there just to see if it doesn't get bit off by some alien. Thank you, Angie, for the $5. I love the spires. Look at these spires that anchor the corners. A little bit of Gothic revival. Look at that. Now this is an interesting, you can see that it looks like the roof is made of stone. That's about 5 inches thick right there. Can't reach it, but, and it has, looks like weep holes that come down that allow for drainage. It's in remarkable shape. Let's see what's back here. Ooh, where's Serenity Sue? All right, I'm gonna hold it up here. I didn't bring my flashlight, but I don't know if you can see anything. Probably not. Thank you for Taba, $5. I don't know if you can, I'll give it another quick look. Looks like a kind of a tunnel in there. Hold on. I don't know if you can see anything. Probably not. Yeah, this place goes forever. Got a pack of crows, a little flock, I should say, following me. There they are, right up there. The side of the roof looks in pretty good shape. All right, let's move on. Look at these little buttresses. They call these, you see them on the side of the O like Notre Dame. And when you see these formations on the side, they're called buttresses. And when you see, I think it's Notre Dame or some of the really big cathedrals where the inside is cut out and they come out, they're called flying buttresses. And they're partly for structural, but I think more decorative. Really, they just make it look that more imposing in my mind. All right, let's lock her up. All right, let's go down this way. Let's see what's over here. You can pick any path and you're gonna find cool stuff here. Hello from the UK, Philip, how you doing? Glad you made the live. We are at Laurel Grove Cemetery in Savannah. And as I was saying, I did the Bonaventure, we did some other stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty good. You know, as long as I won't get lost, as long as the sun is out, I have this, like, called it hunter's instinct. I always have my bearings, really good with my bearings. But once you get in a cloudy day and you don't have your sun orientation, you can get turned around pretty quick. Annie T, $15. Thank you. Great note, by the way. I caught some of that as it flew by. Oh, look at this. I wonder if we can get in here. Some more cool wrought iron work, no gate. Let's take a peek. The Dowells. William and Margaret, Edwin and Charles, all died in the late 1800s or early to mid 1900s. Watch out for the snakes. Speaking of crazy animals, I know we have armadillos, but when I was coming through Alabama, there was a big pig on the side of the road dead. Those they're not wild boars, that's more Arkansas, but they have those wild pigs, that problem. It's a big problem. Destroying property. They try to kill them as many as they can. Okay, look at this. I almost walked through without even noticing. Look at this wrought iron leaf arch. It's like a leaf archway. Yeah, free bacon, Peter. Yeah, we're at Laurel Grove Cemetery, and look at this. So they're getting, a lot of these are getting perpetual care, which means the cemetery is obligated to do the upkeep. Philip Seibel House and Margaret, another Margaret. So we have early 1800s to late 1800s. Margaret died in 1912. There's something interesting over here that's caught my eye. Not the usual kind of thing you would see. I don't know if it's a tomb or not. What is this? Looks like two massive concrete blocks, totally out of the vocabulary of what we've been looking at. Is this new? Don't know. Well, probably help to go to the other side. Look at these neat old marble stones. They are so neat. Now, this thing has no, oh, it does have an inscription. George W. Schaeffer, S-H-A-F-F-E-R, he died February 25th, 1895, so very old. It's probably a rebuild. Maybe his ashes are in there, I don't know. Yeah, feral hogs. I came through southern Alabama, and they can attack you. Well, that's more of the razorbacks. They'll come after you, especially if you're hunting them. Let's go this way. Wow, there's just so much here. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Here's a whole slew of tombstones. But there's an open mausoleum over here, and I'm betting looks from here like could be one of those association or holding crypts. No. I thought the door was missing, and I saw like rows. It's a cast iron door. Just want to take a quick look. The door looks really interesting. All right, I hope you guys are surviving the weather. Bringing you a little warmth here from Savannah, Georgia. So we've got all kinds of plaques here. Should keep that closed. Interesting. Oh, look at that. Look at that vault. So those here, so that what we just looked at is like a mausoleum, or you could call it a vault, but this is pretty much defined as a vault. And this one is in pretty bad shape. Look at that table stone. But look at this. Now, what's interesting is there's like shims coming out of there. Probably temporary. Yeah, somebody's working on this. Somebody is working on this one. Take a look at the front. Nice to see all this ironwork. This is the Nostrand family vault, 1856. Boy, I would love to go in there and see. Actually, a lot of these, thanks Christy for the $5. A lot of these are, when you go in there, they're sunken down. They're sunken down in the ground. They're dugouts. I see a veterans area we've stumbled upon. Let's take a quick look. There is another grave I want to show you. The grave of the man that wrote Jingle Bells, Pierpont. James Lord Pierpont was his name. I know about where he's at. We'll make our way there, but I wanted to come a little farther here to the south. We're on the southern end. Look at all the veterans. take a quick look. See if this is Confederate or Union. I'm betting this is Confederacy. Yeah, you see that symbol on top? That's the Confederacy symbol. See that? So these are all Confederates. A lot of battles down here. A lot of history. All right, let's make our way this way. I'm going to start heading toward James Lord Pierpont's grave. By the way, did anybody take a look on Google at Juliette's picture from Find a Grave, the founder of the Girl Scouts? I just can't get over that picture. I wish I could paste it in here. I really do. It's just stunning. She kind of looks like Gone with the Wind. Kind of a setting. Let's go, let's see. Let's go this way. Just kind of wandering here. Are you guys surviving the snow? I guess the snow is really just started this morning. I know in Chicago, right about now, it's probably peaked. Hopefully nobody was on the road. Did Tennessee get hit too? Cynthia, thanks for the $4. I know, I was in Kentucky. Just one quick story that you saw that Tennessee, luckily I came early enough because right now would not be good, right? Tommy the Cat for 5. What's up, buddy? Thank you. We're getting close to where he is at. I think we gotta head this way. Yeah, I'm using my hunter's instinct directional gyro in my head. Let's see if we can find him. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Look at that tree. You're supposed to get rain. Where are you at? Our little ones. Our little ones, Willie, Lewis, and Anita Weber. So sad. Now there's a really beautiful piece of marble with, you can see the patina of the copper or the bronze that's running down. Look at that coloration. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. All right, let's go this way. Really want to find the Jingle Bells guy, James Lord Pierpont. Hey, from West Virginia. How's the weather in West Virginia? Is it? I wanted to catch a little of that and Virginia on my way home, but I think it's still going to be sketchy. Are you guys in sketchy weather in West Virginia? Yeah, that one, I'm looking, yeah, I haven't checked Juliette Lowe, Lady Jane. That's good to know there's more pictures. I really am intrigued with her since just looking at the Find a Grave image of her was really, really intriguing. Okay, I know about, he's like that way. So let's angle our way that way. Hey, from Alabama. How's Alabama now? I think I did 4, 5 episodes in Alabama from north to south. And will you be going to find Doc Holliday? Yeah, part 3 is done. I was in Valdosta. I was in Griffin. I came from Griffin yesterday, actually. Yeah, we have info, and it's not any of the places we thought. But again, we don't know for sure. But a lot of people must have seen my episodes that are in Griffin, because a lot of people came forward, and there was a small contingent of people that are supposedly the gatekeepers of where he's really buried. And it is in Griffin, it's not Valdosta. And we go there. I will tell you the story. It's about 3 weeks away. I'm about 3 weeks behind. I mean, I've got the editing done, but if I run 3 or 4 a week, that's how many I've got. Almost 14 or 15 episodes done now. That's how far ahead. I'm taking like 3 days off coming up because I guess we're gonna get rain this weekend all around here. But from here, I'm gonna be heading to South Carolina. I dipped in South Carolina yesterday for a story and then dipped boomerang back here south. But from here, I think I'm gonna head to the Atlantic seaboard, South Carolina, all the way up to Charleston. I've got some stories of Charleston that there's one. Hey, thanks, Rose Petal, $3 that I've wanted to do. I've studied this story for 20 or 30, maybe 30, no, probably about 20 years of the Hunley, Clive Cussler. So I'm going to tell you that story. God, I've read all those books on that story. Look at this. This is really beautiful in here. Clive Cussler. Any of you guys read the Clive Cussler books? Clive Cussler is quite an explorer. He's discovered a lot of wrecks. I never really read a lot of his books, but he's really been involved in a lot of expeditions to find sunken ships and stuff like that. Look in here. Let's check this out. Clive Cussler. Anybody read his books? Kind of fantasy, history, melded in. Jennifer Fields, can I go with you? Seriously. Come on along, you're here. We are here in Savannah. Historic Savannah. There's a mausoleum under construction. All right. Oh, I think he's on the other side. Okay, you know what? We do have a bit of a walk to get to him. He's on the other, I'm pretty sure he's on the other side of this moat. All right, I'm gonna motor. We don't find him, but I really would like to show you guys his grave. Just because he wrote Jingle Bells. I was in Macon, Georgia, everybody. Macon, Georgia. Making bacon, and everybody was like, you've got to go to Rose Hill. And I went to Rose Hill, and I was blown away. The Cemetery of Terraces. I met some people there that are working on the cemetery. Big shout out. They really take care of that place. It's where the Allman Brothers are buried. But I didn't go see the Allman Brothers. I'm not much into seeing the famous, I'll do some of those, but there's the axe murder story there. The Wolf folks, I really got into that. We got little Jimmy the drone rocking and rolling. I got a lot of episodes with little Jimmy, guys, that you're gonna like. Some pretty dramatic fly-ins. Helps to be a pilot, let me tell you. Flying a drone is not it's not easy. I've been flying it for like a couple of years, and it's not easy. I mean, you can just go fly it around, but to get that kind of without crashing and getting the speed right and the descent right, it's no easy task. All right, I think we're getting closer to James Lord Pierpont. Yes, I remember this. So I drove through and I did spot the grave. I'm like, okay, I know about where it is. Yeah, we're getting close, guys. I remember these two mausoleums. Yeah, radio-controlled airplanes. Yeah, I never did that. Okay, you guys are gonna laugh. Speaking of radio-controlled airplanes, do you remember, you have to be at least 60 years old. Do you remember the airplanes with those little engines? They had the pink fluid, and you'd put it through the little clear plastic tube, and you'd fill them up, and then you would wind up the propeller and cut your finger off, and two-stroke engines, I think, and then you would have they would connect to a string, and you would hold this thing, which would take the elevators in the back. I guess you could control a little, and then you would just do this. you just sorry if I made you dizzy. And you just go in circles and circles. That's what I used to do. Those were so fun. Such a riot. All right, Andrew Lowe. Andrew Lowe, that's not who we want. Honeysuckle. Anna Raines. Well, where's Pierpont? Where's Pierpont? I think they would have a sign for him, because I think we're getting close to him. Oh, there's a really freaky mausoleum up here, you guys. Really freaky looking. Wait, and I think there's a hole, but it's going to be too high to see, but it looks just so strange. It has many buttresses on the wall, purely decorative, nothing structural. Let's dart over here real quick. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff right around here. It looks really interesting. Betty, no more chatting for me. Why not? Are you afraid of getting blocked? Our mods are pretty tough, by the way. Don't mess with our mods. Hope you were on the corner cafe while you were in Griffin. No, I was gonna stay in town. The hotel was filled up. I had to go east of Griffin, like 7 miles towards Jackson, to get a room. Look at this. Is that imposing or what? Look at that. So if I had magic levitation, we could go up there and look inside. This says William Remshart's, R-E-M-S-H-A-R-T-S, Family Vault, 1846. Now what's interesting is there's stairs that go up. So I guess this used to be a door. And I'm not going to read all these monuments, but I guess you could freeze frame this stuff. What I'll do is, if you guys are watching this in the replay, you can hit pause and do a little ancestry on your own to see who they were. But it's quite a structure. We're going to take a quick look at the other side. Oh, there's a statue too. There's a neat statue up here. Look at all these stones. Getting into some really cool stuff here. Look at that. Just a post by itself. $5. Thank you. Talitha. Can anybody see me? Yes, I can see you, Floss. Floss has been blocked twice by accident. Grant Bell, $5. Thanks. So Floss is nervous about if he's here. You are here. Look at this statue, will you? It's going to be hard for you to see, but John L. Kelly. Oh, you can see. Departed this life July 22nd, 1872 at 54 years old. 1 month and 18 days. So here's I guess this is the back of this mausoleum. Maybe they call them vaults here. I don't know. Maybe these are all, you don't call them mausoleums, you call them vaults. There's another one over here. Now this reminds me of St. Louis #1 in New Orleans. This is the kind of stuff you see. You see a lot of this brick. This is fire kilned brick. Very common here and through Georgia, North Carolina. I'm sorry, South Carolina. I don't know about North Carolina. Here's a big old obelisk for the Cummings. Look at that. Goes way up there. Way up there. Another mausoleum. The family tomb of the Hunters and George Cumming. Looks like it has a little bit of Egyptian revival with those the cornice of the, below the roof, and that corner detail. Maybe I'm wrong. Dedicated to the memory of our beloved child Eliza Cecil Cumming, 1850 to 1856. 6 years old. No, did not make 6 years old, 5 years old. Suffer little children to something, be forbid them not, is the kingdom of heaven. Have I ever been to Oakland Cemetery outside Atlanta? I've not. Sylvia, thanks for the 20 bucks. Yeah, there's some beautiful stones here. Okay, so we've got to be close to this Pierpont guy. We might not find him. Because I'm not looking, nothing's looking, oh no, we are close. I do have a couple landmarks. I do have a couple of landmarks. You guys like this cemetery? You could spend days here. And then, you know, 5 miles away to the east, or whatever it is, maybe it's 10 miles, is Bonaventure. We did do Bonaventure. I've got an episode on Bonaventure. And the square, the little cemetery, Colonial Park Cemetery downtown, where Nathaniel Greene, Major General Nathaniel Greene, George Washington's friend, was buried in a vault there, the Graham Vault, but he's not there. He was taken out and brought to Johnson Square, and they made a huge obelisk there for him. He's buried under that obelisk. All right, we got to find Pierpont. We are getting close. Some interesting mausoleums. Imagine the stories, Rhett. Yeah. Imagine the stories. There's just endless stories. All right, I don't know if we're gonna find them, because I thought it was right around here. But hey, let's just wander. What do we have got? I've got nowhere to be. You guys got time for a little more? We're at 46 minutes. Weather is good, but is the picture cooperating with the signal? Serenity Sue's here. Hey, what's up? By the way, so shout out to Serenity Sue, Ready for Fun, RHETTY, or no, Ready for History now. That's his email, Ready for Fun. And then Whittdocs, Chris, right? Go check their channels out. And if you guys want, put your links in here, right in the chat. I'm cool with that. I want everybody, you know, we kind of stick together. We got a group, we got a little community going, and it's not just Faces of the Forgotten. It's all of us. All right, look at this beastly mausoleum here. Yeah, we're at Laurel Grove. If I was at Bonaventure, you will see some epic cinematic stuff there. Probably about 3 weeks away from that coming out. About 3 weeks behind, just because I've gotten so ahead. I've been moving so fast, but I'm looking forward to a couple of days of rest with the rain coming in this weekend. I'll just sit and edit. Here's a Greek revival. A Roman Philip, 5, thank you. Oh, no links? All right, well, you know what I'll do is I will put all of your links in the description box once this runs and I have time to do it later today or tonight. Look at this. Look at the cherub faces. So this is Louisa Frederica Gilmer, 1824 to 1895. And I wonder if she's actually in that sarcophagus. I always wonder. There's no vents. Or she's probably under it. What do you guys think? Somebody left the gate open. Come on, guys, you're born in the barn? Close the gate. Very uncool. Very uncool. We'll close it on the way out. Thanks, Irish Eyes, for the $5. And America Mary, $5. Thank you. You guys want to see the inscriptions? Let's take a look. Mary Elizabeth Haskell, second wife, died in 1964. So these are recent. But look at the lion's feet. Are those lion's feet? What do you think? I think those are lions. Lion paws, not feet. Paws. Frosty paws. Do you guys ever eat frosty paws? That's for puppies. Puppy treats. Frosty paws. Go buy it. I don't know if they still make that. All right, we're gonna close this gate. Wow, these are pointy. I put my hand on here and almost got a, I almost got speared. Oh, now I know why. Oh, there we go. It works. Okay, that looks better. All right, we're still looking for James Lord, the guy who wrote Jingle Bells. And I'm not going to sing it. He was a musician and a composer. But I don't think we're going to find him. I know he's right around here. Does anybody know? Anybody a Laurel Grove expert? They still sell Frosty Paws, Lori? Frosty Paws. I don't know why that came into my mind. I think we're going to have to backtrack just a little bit. I remember, see this building over here on the outside near the edge? I think we're on the northern side. Yeah, wolf paws. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. No, I think they'll look like a cat, like a lion. But who knows? We'll have to do some forensics on that. Figure it out. Now there's a community crypt. Let's walk over there and check that out. That's for sure. So we saw that in New Orleans where there would be an association. It's kind of like insurance money where you buy your spot, but of course you don't get to stay there. In New Orleans, you only get to stay there for a year. Then they take your body out, and with all the heat, it's like an oven in there, and you turn it into a crispy French fry. And then they either shove you to the back and you drop down a slot to the floor, or they put you in a canvas bag, and who knows what they do. Give them, hey, here's your dad. And they give that to your family. Now look at this slate. This is slate roof. You don't see that. I don't think very much. You have a lot of broken pieces here, sadly. Eventually, everything's going to be gone, either in a few hundred years or 1,000. Hopefully not. Hopefully someday everything's under plexiglass. Well, maybe this is not. Maybe this is just a family. Yeah, this is reminiscent of New Orleans, of those association vaults, those crypts, I should say. 1855, W. Height. Here's another cool vault over here. Ooh, there's like a castle mausoleum over there, I see. We'll head that way. These are very common. These right here, these vaults. And like I said before, they're sunken in. If you were to go in there, and there's a couple of more. Here's some more beautiful wrought iron. Oh yeah, American made. That's what I was saying early on. Can you imagine coming here at night? It's like Sleepy Hollow. And then with the fog, I would love, good gosh, I'd love to come here in the evening or the early morning fog on a gray day and do an episode. Wow. That would be really, really neat. Now we are really close to his grave, but I don't know. Does anybody know where Frosty Paws is buried? Just kidding. Does anyone know where James Lord Pierpont is buried? He's right around here. The composer of Jingle Bells. The composer of Jingle Bells. Poppy Jones, $5, thank you. Desiree looked up the picture, gorgeous painting. Yeah, isn't it amazing? For any of you who missed that, we went to Juliette's grave, the founder of the Girl Scouts, and if you look or find a grave, there's just an unbelievable portrait of her. That was probably the most stunning family plot I've ever seen to date. Now here's a interesting statue over here. You know, certain things just kind of grab your eye, so I'll move to that. But I don't think we're going to find our friend. Isn't this nice? It's kind of like a little street. I'll bet the horse and carriages used to come in the late 1800s. Imagine the carriages and the horses. So there's a statue of a woman, Gibson. Take a quick look. Looks like his grave was, yeah, he has a fenced area. We'll give it one more shot. It'll be behind me, but I want to take a quick look at this amazing statue. Gibson girl. Susanna, $5, thank you. So this is William T. Gibson, 1840 to 1912. And it's Ether Gibson, wife of Richard, not Esther, E-T-H-E-R. And 1875, 1896. Ethel, their child, 1896, 1897, so died at 1 year old. When angels bore the jewels hence, we laid the caskets here. Oh boy, I butchered that. Let me try that again. When angels bore the jewels hence, we laid the caskets here. That was a lot better. And there she is. Just has a very sorrowful look on her face. Isn't that kind of sorrowful, huh? It's kind of sad. Well, it's real sad when you see that. All right, guys, I'm gonna give it one more shot this away. That was beautiful. Linda says she was angry. She might have been. Lose your child at 1 year old, I'd get pretty angry at the world, right? Masons here. There's a newer stone. Died in 1918, and Matilda died in 1923, John and Matilda. So somebody came back, probably from the family. There's a tiny, tiny mausoleum. I've never seen one like this. And it looks like it's rocking on the ocean in the waves. It's tilted. Look how tiny. Oh, it's hard for you guys to tell, but this is like a miniature. This is the smallest mausoleum that I've ever seen. Well, it's a crypt. It's like a vault. Most of these aren't mausoleums. Mausoleums are where you walk inside. All right, we're gonna go down this corridor. I was hoping I would see, they have the signs up, like wooden signs that tell you the famous people are. And I did find him on GPS. I did the drive-through. And I know he's right around here, but I don't know. What else we got here? I think this looks like it's made of cast iron because it looks like it's flaking away. Here's a cradle grave right here. That's a cradle grave. Jennifer Lewis. Jennifer Lewis adopts cradle graves. She's one of our friends. No, that's stone. Doesn't that look like it's metal rusting, flaking away? That's stone. I'm not going to touch it, but that is stone. Kind of had me fooled there. Fooled the architect. I don't get fooled easy, guys. There's a sign that says Anna Reigns, like Claude Rains, Anna Reigns. Who's she? Somebody famous. James Longstreet is buried here in the north. Okay, thanks. There's, let's see here. Chestnut doesn't really tell me anything. Well, I'm about to give up on our friend, Mr. Jingle Bells. And we've kind of done a full circle. So I'm gonna wrap it up right over here. I just want to see, there's some cool wrought iron. There's like in the middle of the cemetery, there's like a moat. It's a big, I don't know if there's water down there or what. It's another kiln-fired brick vault. Wow, it is so pretty. Look at the, I don't know if you can take this in, but it's just beautiful. Yeah, there's wrought iron fences. He's got a fence. They're all over. You guys can look them up on Find a Grave, because we are going to rock and roll here. We're at about an hour, and this is going to wrap it up. So, guys, we'll see you pretty soon. I'm going to head out of here tomorrow morning, and I'm probably heading for the Eastern Seaboard, South Carolina, South End, work my way north, Charleston. And then I'm going to loop back from there, probably back into northern Georgia for some stories, and then from there, there's a story in Eastern Tennessee I really got to do. Anyway, we'll see, you know, we're just got nowhere to be. We'll take it as it comes. There's lots of content coming. And again, shout out to our mods. And Sharon, welcome aboard. And we'll see you guys very, very soon, okay?